Good night, everyone. I hope all is well with all of you today. All right, so let's see what is coming through the messages for you today. Good night, sweetie. All right, so some of you are about to have a change in perspective or a new beginning is coming your way. For some of you, it is. Hey, friend. Yeah, for some of you, it is definitely a new perspective that you're going to have. It is a lesson that the universe was trying to get you to learn for a minute. So it seems you have been going through a difficult time and things are about to change and turn over for you. Hi, Annie. Hi. Oh, it has to do with you unlocking your heart chakra or you unlocking your heart to let love in. So some of you are definitely having a perspective change right now. Hi, honey. How are you? Thank you. Yeah. It concerns a romantic connection. So you're either getting a new beginning after you learn some type of lesson. Thank you. But you're very sexually attracted to someone. Thank you. Yeah. It would seem like you had a few things to learn before this relationship can have come into fruition for you. But it is going to come into fruition for you. It is going to be a relationship that does actually need a lot of time, care, and attention. It is going to be a unique one, but you really do have to take the time to cultivate it. I'll try not to. I'm not in the mood for that either. So I think I'll just skip over all negative comments. All right, so let's see what is coming through the towers for you guys. Okay, good. Thank you, Yobi. Yeah, something seems to be wrong with mines. I'm not too sure what it is, so I wouldn't be using mines for a bit. I would use the one I had before. So, all right, so let's see what is coming through for you guys. Okay, so the new beginning that is coming is going to be unexpected. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Now, when this does happen, or this perspective change, or this new beginning, right, it is going to catch you off guard. You're definitely not going to see this coming. Although you've been waiting for a relationship for a while, It would seem that the patience that was required was the universe putting you through a series of tests, getting you to where you needed to be in order to bring in this relationship to you. But you do have a specific person in mind. And let us make me laugh. It's really funny. Could be a Capricorn some of you are dealing with, but you're finally letting go of a lot of toxic behaviors that you have been having in past relationships. So it would seem that you realize within yourself that you needed to change certain things about you, that you were approaching things differently, that you were approaching things in a negative way. For some of you, you could be dealing with Aries. Doesn't have to be, but this person knows how to take control of a situation. This person knows how to get what it is they want, how to bring things into fruition. For some of you, this could be a boss, someone that owns a business, probably someone in the judicial system, could be a judge or lawyer, something of the sort, right? Some of you could be a Aries, Leo, or Sag, or it could be the next person. But somebody here was trying to control things way too much. And in doing that, you are actually blocking the relationship from coming into union because they saw that you wanted your own way every single time. There was no compromise with you. And I think you realize you were doing that. Yeah. You've always wanted to be the one to have the last say. You always wanted to be the one that got things their way. Yeah. But the relationship wasn't working out for you because this person wasn't willing to give in to what it is you wanted and what it is you desired. So you were going back and forth, wondering why things were not working the way you wanted it to work. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Now, juggling two or more things, trying to juggle and be in control so much that you do not care about someone else, right? That will definitely put a strain on any relationship. No, love, these are the free readings. If you want a personal reading, you have to pay to get one. All right. Yeah. So you were the one keeping yourself back for a long time from having a new beginning because you wanted to be in control so much that you, okay, how to put this? The energy I'm picking up on is that you wanted to always be right. Now, none of us could always be right. So let's not even go there. In any relationship, there is an equal give and take. There will be disagreements. There will be times when, you know, thanks. Yeah, there will be times where you have to compromise because no one is perfect and neither are you. So they may have done things that you may not have liked, but you could have communicated it in a better way. Oftentimes, as females, we like to have the last say because we believe that these men we are in relationship with are actually our dad. Your father is the honest person who will treat you like a princess and do everything that you want. Right? So when you're in a relationship, it is a give and take. I'm not telling you to be a person that people steamroll. I'm not telling you. Yeah, I'm not telling you that you would be the person that you should sit back and let everyone do you what they want. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that for a few of you out there, you know you're doing this. You're not giving this person any space to be themselves. And that could be very, very claustrophobic. Now, you want to be heard, you want to be loved a certain way. So, what is wrong with loving this person that way? Like I said a couple of nights ago, in a relationship, it's not perfect. And we were not designed to be alone. So, I will never recommend to anybody to stay by themselves. But at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. All right. And we need to stop acting like we are. So if you want this person to really take you seriously and actually have a connection with you, you need to definitely lay off the control. Because you've been manifesting this person and you've been manifesting this person your way. Yobi, where you just come up with these silliness? Hey, yes. It could be a Taurus some of you are dealing with. Thank you for that laugh. I was really feeling exhausted. I have a lot of body pains. Thank you for that laugh. Yeah. So you've been manifesting this relationship and this person. But I think while you were manifesting it, you were manifesting this person to be your way. And the universe turned it around that you realize that you were the one had to change. It's hard sometimes to realize that you are the person that is messing up. None of us like to actually admit to that. And that is what is causing a lot of us to not have relationships. Like I said, there is something as too independent. Now, let me explain that before people get on me. You take care of yourself. You can, you do, right? But at the end of the day, you have to know when to ease off on the control. You have to know when to. Yeah, they have me going right through. I really did miss you guys. Yeah. You back again? You don't fed up trolling. Wow. You probably have nothing to do. I am gorgeous. Thank you. We know you like seeing my face. That's why you have to be on this live talking crap every single night. Good for you. Anyway, yeah. So while you are manifesting this person to be a certain way for you, the universe flipped it around. The universe does that. When they want to teach us lessons, they usually do that. So this person wasn't doing the apologizing. Could be a younger water sign, could be an older water sign because it is in the reverse. Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But this person, hi honey, how are you? This person wasn't giving in to. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. The person refused to give in to your demands. So you had no choice but to change. And a lot of the time, right? A lot of the time, when we want things to go our way, like I said before, the universe has a weird way of spinning things around and making it about you. Now, a lot of the time when I talk about my self love, of course, a lot of people think that I'm just being selfish. Actually, someone told me that. It's not about being selfish, it's about knowing your value and loving you. And I have never told anyone to disrespect anyone in the pursuit of their own happiness. But many a times we have this attitude that someone owes us something. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. But sometimes, when, like I said last night, when that person is the right person for you, they're not going to get it wrong. But you also have to know that the universe wouldn't let you get it wrong either. So sometimes we have to go through painful transformations before we finally get the lesson. Yeah. So some of you are in your emotions or have been in your emotions for quite some time. Instead of using your head over your heart and making decisions, making logical decisions, making things make sense, it was all about what you wanted. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in a relationship, you want this person to take care of you. You want this person to spoil you. You want this person to be there for you, right? But you also have to be willing to do that for them. So a lot of the time, we end up inflicting more pain upon ourselves through a relationship than is necessary. Sometimes when I do personal readings, a lot of the time, everyone knows I'm very direct and straightforward. And sometimes when I tell the person, you are the one that needs to fix you, they get angry. But the truth is, you are looking at that person and judging that person based on what they are not doing that you want them to do. But then I ask them, what are you doing that you think this person may want you to do? I'm not telling you to be a people pleaser. Don't even get that. Don't go there. I'm not telling you to be a people pleaser. But if you are in a relationship with this person, you guys are having sexual intercourse, you guys are sharing a life together, you guys want to share a life together, everything can't always go your way. Now, a lot of the time, people cheat, right? And you will not take responsibility for your part in them doing that. Now, it is their choice at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong. It is a choice they would make for themselves. But sometimes we have to step back and figure out what was I doing to help this get this far. A lot of the times we stay quiet in connections because we don't want to upset the next person, right? But the truth and the fact is, we are doing things to definitely upset the next person. I definitely would not like to come home every single day to quarreling, arguing about little things. I don't like small talk. Anybody that knows me could tell you that I'm very direct and straightforward and I communicate my boundaries and stuff like that. And people know what I will and won't accept, right? But at the same time, I'm always trying to understand from another person's point of view. And sometimes we tend to look past somebody else's feelings just to be right. So, the message for some of you tonight is, what are you doing to have your relationship going chaotic? Now, a lot of us are not going to admit that we're doing anything. because we want to be the right one, right? Now, I do not condone cheating, lying, or sneaking around. Do not say I said that, please. Do not make your decisions based on me saying that. Somebody wanted to cheat, that was a conscientious decision. They know they was going to do it. It wasn't an accident. It was not a mistake, right? Don't get me wrong and sit down and take people cheating on you and say, Phoenix say, that is not what I mean, right? What I'm saying to you is that if you're having problems in your relationship, you need to take accountability for your actions, for your part in playing whatever role you are playing. And I'm just simply saying that you can't always be right. It's just impossible because none of us are that perfect. I'm a Sagittarius sun. I have high morals and values, right? And I had to learn on my spiritual journey that I'm not better than anyone else. And it took me a minute to do that, right? It took me a minute to understand that in relationships, it's about give and take. Yeah. So stop waiting for the other person to cater to your needs. Set boundaries for yourself. A part of my self-love course is where I teach you all to set boundaries that you're comfortable with and communicate them in a healthy way. A lot of you wait until you're angry, you're steaming angry, then to communicate what you want. When has it ever been proven that in anger and you're shouting to the top of your voice or wanting to be right or trying to prove, nobody listens. Nobody listens. Nobody is willing to say, you know what, I was wrong. You understand? And sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, and I'm not saying for those of you that know your significant other is cheating on you, I'm not saying you need to take that. I'm stressing on that because I don't want anybody to say that was the advice I gave. That is not what I'm saying. Right? What I'm saying is, once you know you and your person in a connection and you are trying your very best to cultivate a connection, there is a give and take. And you have to be willing to give and you have to be willing to take. And if you have to wait to scream to the top of your voice to communicate something to your partner, nobody's listening. Because the only thing that person is hearing is noise. Because, like I said, I don't do small talk. If there is an issue and you want to talk to me, we talk it out. I give you my opinion, you give me yours, and that's it. But you see somebody nagging me, it is the worst thing anybody could do. And a lot of us females do that. And then you justify it by saying, if I don't do that, they don't listen. They heard you the first time. That is when you would know, is this person really my person? Does this person really see me as a long-term investment? That is when you're going to know if this person really cares about you. Right? Because a lot of times we want to bypass the red flags. And we already have a whole Mack truck full of red flags from this specific person. But we still think if we nag them, they're going to change. How are they going to change? When you speak to someone once, they hear you. Right? And I like to reference my children because they are now teenagers. And I know I don't have to talk more than once. They do hear me, as if they're willing to listen. So I see a lot of you do that even with me, especially when you have to get a personal reading with me. You nag and you nag and you nag, and I'm setting an appointment for you with a time and a date, but yet still you want to be bumped up to the top. What makes you a priority? Now, when I see people do that, right, I know for a fact that you are having issues in your relationship because of that attitude and mentality. A lot of people don't like me. So what? Guys, I think I get any cool. Yeah. Yeah. He heard you. He just didn't care enough to stop. And that is when you have to figure out, am I a priority in this person's life or am I an option? Because we behave a certain way when we want someone in our lives. That's the reason why most of the time you see on TikTok, on YouTube, on all these places, relationship codes say, if you are the only one texting and calling, there is an issue there. If you are the only one fighting to make it work, there is also an issue there. And they are very right. Because the truth of the matter is, for some of you, you know this is a karmic cycle. For some of you, you know very well that you and this person were not made for each other. For some of you, you always saw the red flags. Because I'm going to say something to you guys. Now, we ignore the red flags, but we see it within the first 3 to 6 weeks of dealing with any one person. You see, the first time they ignore a phone call, or the first time they don't show up to a date, or the first time they want you to listen but they're not listening, all these things are red flags. But some of us believe that if we give them time, they're going to change. I'll say it again, the right person for you could never get it wrong, but the wrong person for you could never get it right either. So a lot of the times we hold on to relationships and beg and plead and nag and know fully well it's not working. Yeah. So we know we are an option for people, yet still we convince ourselves we are the choice. Yep. So a lot of you don't have to be in the chaotic state you guys are in. Because you already saw the answers a long time ago. You don't have to search for them anymore. Because, like I said, those red flags were so visible for you to see, you chose to overlook it. I heard someone said at one point in time, they don't care how I feel. And I look at this person like, okay, so if you know they don't care how you feel, what are you doing there? Exactly. Because you tolerated for 18 years and he saw no reason to change. That is what I meant by you seeing the red flags and you refusing to acknowledge them. You didn't need to take 18 years to see that. You chose to take 18 years to see that. And believe it or not, he may find somebody in 6 months' time that he's willing to give up that drinking for. I heard something on TikTok and it made me smile. You fighting with somebody for 2 years to get them to commit, to get them to change. And they leave you and they go meet someone and marry them within 6 months, right? It wasn't because that they wanted to spite you, although some people do that. They find somebody that is weaker minded than you, more weaker minded than you, and they choose to take advantage. But when it is right, someone knows that it's right. Someone will only change themselves when they want to. You can't change anyone. So I don't know why we sit there and we think that we could change somebody. So now he knows how you feel. That's karma, right? Oftentimes, we sit back and we want to bypass the red flags, right? When we could actually have a committed, loving, caring relationship. So, why do we keep ourselves stuck and then tell ourselves we are the victim? I often tell people none of us are victims. We make ourselves victims. Yeah. But there is something that hasn't yet closed off, right? Somebody still has some type of unfinished business. Now, you may have had a epiphany moment. Sometimes it takes losing you for it to understand your value. Yeah. There is something that you haven't seen quite yet. For some of you, somebody could actually be hiding how they truly feel for you. That's for some of you out there. For others of you, something else has to be revealed for you to take that proactive step for yourself to move forward. But learning to love yourself is the first step to learning to know what is your value and worth. So someone ghosted you, someone left you out in a cold, or it could be you doing that to them, right? But somebody here felt like they were not good enough. Somebody felt like it was too much, or you were too much. But there is some healing that needs to be done on your end. Now, you may have had a realization, an epiphany of some sort, but there is some healing that you have to do within your own self before this person and this relationship could actually come in for you. A lot of the times, people hear tarot readings and then they say it's not for them. Tarot readings are manifestations, right? And oftentimes, when you hear a tarot reading that does resonate for you, but then you don't see the outcome of what it is being said, you need to understand, right? That there is something within you, within your situation, that is not helping this manifestation come towards you. So let's see. What are the love messages that need to come forward for you guys? What does this person want to say to you? Or what do you want to say to them? Or what the divine wants you to know about your current situation? Because that Five of Pentacles is leaving someone out in a cold. That Five of Pentacles is someone making you feel like you were not enough, or you making them feel that way. You smell so good, I lose my focus when you're near. So we already know that sexually you're drawn to this person. Your smile brightens my day. So we know that you do want a relationship with this person. But why it is the message coming out for you is that you need to step back. Sweetie, you're going to have to get a reading. You do know on lives, I connect to everyone's energy, right? I'm just asking. You want me to give you some guidance, some insights into your relationship with your person. With so many energies I'm connecting to, do you think it's going to be accurate? You want my advice. Time to move on. You're perfect to me. You're the first thing I think of every morning and the last thing at night. So some of you definitely do want to be with this person. I feel so lost without you. You do want to be with this person. The separation is killing you and this person. What it is that you need to change within yourself. That is the question that is definitely coming forward tonight. What do you need to change within yourself? What it is that you know for a fact that you are doing to keep this relationship in separation. Some of us never want to say that we're wrong. You know your situation best. Is that the reason that your situation is not coming together for you the way you wanted to? We want to be in control and we want to be in charge. But do we actually listen to the other person? There you go. I have videos on my spirituality with Phoenix channel as well as on this one on TikTok that explains some of the childhood wounds. Some of you should go take a look at that. You were on for this whole reading. You who trying to show someone that you're trying to change from your past mistakes. Were you on for the whole reading? You can't get anyone to see what they don't want to see. And trying to force this person to see is you wasting your time. If you're trying to change for yourself. Don't change for somebody else. Anytime you feel you could prove to somebody, anytime you feel you could prove to somebody that, yeah, like I said, there are some childhood wounds videos on this channel. You could take a look at it to know what are some of the things you could do to work on your childhood wounds. A lot of people are going to definitely say they have none. We all do at some point. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So some of you will actually be meeting people very soon that is going to help you to understand yourself and understand your relationship and change a lot of things about you that needs to change. Yeah, because you're walking away from your old lifestyle, like you so rightfully said. But if someone doesn't want to see that you're changing, sweetie, that person is not for you. Because, like I say, and I will keep saying, the right person, you can't get it wrong. But the wrong person, you could never get it right. So you could try to prove what it is you want to prove to this person. If they don't want to see it, they're not going to. But they will use that as an excuse to string you along. It's time for you to enjoy life. It's time for you to celebrate you. Because you are the creator of your own destiny. And you have to decide what it is you want. Because what this person is mirroring to you is something you need to fix in yourself. So you may be triggered by this person, but for some of you, it is karma coming back to you. Why I would say that is you did that to somebody else. So the karma is that this person that you actually want to invest your time and attention in does it to you. Okay. You can't force anyone to see your worth and value. That is what I have been saying about red flags. We try to justify what it is we want to justify. If you say that you're trying to heal your prior mistakes, and this person refuses to see that, there is something I should tell you. This person doesn't want to see it. Now, I haven't gotten one on one with you. I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. But from what you're saying, I will tell you this. People will only change themselves. You can't get anyone to change or anyone to accept you. All right? So until Ole accept that, there is nobody that will change for you and nobody you could change. You could get to accept your change. Right? All right, TJ. Let me try to connect to you and answer that question for you. Are you still here? TJ, are you still here? All right, let's see. Let's see the best I can. Let's see what the cards are saying for you. What is the message TJ needs to hear? What are the messages TJ needs to hear? Interesting. There is a cycle that hasn't closed off yet between you and this person, but then you would know that because there is unfinished business between you and this person because you're holding on to this person way too tightly, right? Because you feel stuck and you don't know how to let go of this person. But they are the ones that wants things to end. But you are allowing your love for them to keep you stuck. Like I've been saying throughout this whole reading, is it love if you have to beg this person to change or beg this person to stay? Because this person has a lot of options. Thank you. This person has a lot of options besides you. And what this person is looking for is stability, long term success. And they don't feel that they could get that with you. So you may be emotionally involved in this, but this person is materialistically involved. They do care about you, and you take that as love. They are a really kind person. I'm not saying they're not. But with you, they don't feel the need to put in that extra work because they use the fact that you are stuck on them against you, right? They use the fact that you are the one that can't let go against you. So you are the one actually causing yourself to be used by this person. Right? So TJ, you have to decide what is best for you. Going crazy over someone that doesn't see your value and worth, right? And you would know that this person has been using you for some time. You know that. There is no if, buts, or maybes. You know this to be true. Okay, so that would mean that she believes that there is an issue with you. What do you think about that? Are you one of the people that is trying to get things your way? Always your way? You never try to see things her way? You have to be fair to yourself and answer these questions for you. I can't do anything for you unless you're ready to do it for yourself. For you to grow, it means that there are things about you that she is not willing to accept. Right? Okay. So, how about you start a work on you and stop making excuses for the separation? You want to say you love this person, but do you love them enough to want to change you? That is a question only you could answer. Because this person is communicating their boundaries. Are you willing to take the challenge and change you? I know my readings are always for somebody out there. You want to be in control. Okay. So if you're going to therapy and doing, okay. So then why are you still obsessing over the fact that you're not with this person? If you know you're working on yourself for you and not this person, it's not going to be as hard. The separation is not going to be as hard because you know, or you should know. Okay. So if you're working on yourself, what is she doing? Okay. Is she also trying to work on herself to be the best version of herself for you? Is it an actual equal give and take? Or is it one sided? Okay. Well, give it time or work on you. And once if something is meant for you, it will not pass you. Okay. What is meant for you will not pass you. All right? So you could definitely keep working on you and stop focusing so much on the relationship because you are probably trying to change yourself for this person and that is what is causing you the anxiety. Okay, that's very good. So take the time out and decide. Okay, so your progress will be shown in your action, your attitude, and the way you speak. Anyone that does work on themselves, it shows up in their energy field, in their speech patterns, in their behaviors, right? So you have to keep working on you. Okay, well, that's good. Very good. What should you do about what? What are you saying? Exactly. That is what I said last night and the night before. With the right person, you could never get it wrong. Or with the wrong person, you could never get it right. All right? So even though you're in separation, keep your focus on you. Stop trying to focus on what you want to happen. You're welcome. What? You should get a reading and let somebody check into your energy and see what it is happening. See what you need to know about the connection. Okay, so if it's mentally and spiritually draining, why are you trying to hold on to it? For me to tell you or give you any advice in this situation, sweetheart, I have to connect to your energy and only your energy. Like I tell people, I do not help people make life altering decisions on any life because these lives are generalized readings. And I am an empath, so I pick up on a lot of different energies. Okay, right? So, sweetie, even if you put up all that on this live, I'm not going to tell you anything concerning the connection. I have to read you for myself. And if you know your mother did something to cause a separation, okay, honey. Yeah. If you know someone did something to cause a separation, why are you even trying to dispute this person unless you try to fix yourself? So if you know for a fact that your parent did something to you or to the connection, find a way to fix it. What do you think? That makes sense, right? So putting all of this up on our live, honey, I'm still not going to say anything to you. That's just me. Because I am very careful as to advice that I give to people. If it's a general reading and I'm having a generalized statement, not a problem. But when I have to help people make life altering decisions or help them otherwise, it has to be one on one. And for a lot of you, you may not agree with me, but that is me. Right? So you want to have a reading with me? Any bio, there is the email. You email me and I can try to help you as best as I can. But I'm not making any serious life altering decisions on. Okay. right? I'm not making any life altering decisions or helping you to do that on a general. All right? That is just my way and that is my boundary. Because, like I said, I am empathic. I will pick up on a few of the energies, but I'm not trying to give anyone advice that is not for them. Right? So, you have to decide what it is you want. That's nice. All right. So, for those of you that the email address is to the top of, I've pinned it to the top of the comments, right? That is for all you on YouTube. People on TikTok, once you go on my profile, you'll see a little red envelope. It say email. That is where you'll get the email to email me. All right. All right, people. So that is it for me for tonight. For those of you that want personal readings, you have to email me. I don't mind answering one question, but life altering questions, I'm not going to do it. All right, because I need to connect to your energy wholly and solely and be able to tell you your situation and help you figure out yourself. A lot of people may not agree with me, but it is what it is. All right. So you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. All right. So you have a good night and a blessed day tomorrow. You're welcome, honey.